Brad Garrett, retired FBI special agent, joining us to talk about the Nancy Guthrie case. So we have been talking about, we are now into the fourth week, almost at a month since Nancy Guthrie was reported missing. We know that there were U.S. Attorney's Office federal prosecutors that were at Nancy Guthrie's home. Does that signal anything to you about this case?
Well, one of the important things for prosecutors is that if they ultimately charge somebody, it's really important to know sort of where the crime initially occurred. And so it's, in my experience, it was very common for me to take prosecutors to a scene just so they could physically see, oh, the bedroom's here, the front porch is here. This is how you'd go out the back door if that's relevant. So that as they talk about it in a potential trial, months or years from now, they know they've seen it. So that, that's part of it. And it may allow law enforcement and the FBI to sort of tell them, okay, we found the DNA that they've talked about at this location. To give them an idea, is that even logical that a potential bad guy touched something in that location, that type of thing? It goes to relevance, obviously, to a certain extent. So that doesn't surprise me that the prosecutors walk through and that they have or are about to sign the house back over to the family.
Yeah. When we're talking about this case in the last few days, we've seen some ring footage of a street. And obviously,
Mhm.
it sounds like outside of that kind of 2 mile radius that the Pima County Sheriff's Department was kind of really focused on when it comes to video. Obviously, they're asking for video beyond that as well, anything suspicious. But right now, we don't really know the relevance of this video. And it's kind of tough to tell what car is driving by. I mean, do
Mhm.
you think this could help the case?
So one of the things you do in a case is try to capture any movement through cameras, through license plate readers, whatever it might be, in sort of a critical zone of, approximately what time uh, the guy at the front door arrives at the house. You approximately know what time uh, Nancy's pacemaker stops receiving a signal. And so, that's obviously a critical time of potential movement, both of the bad guy and Nancy. And so anything that you can capture, because how many people in this part of Tucson are driving around at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning? Probably not a lot of people. And so just capturing every vehicle you can within a reasonable proximity. And so what you can do is if you do come up with a car, but let's say you just have a side shot of it, which would be pretty typical off a doorbell camera, um, you then may be able to piece that together with license plate readers or other cameras that would be shooting the direction that this car was allegedly traveling. So there might be a way you could piece it together where the actual doorbell camera video may not help you a whole lot other than maybe to possibly ID what type of car it is.
When we think about the DNA analysis, we've heard so many times that that is still taking place. What do you make of the fact that we really don't have any updates on the front when it comes to DNA?
Well, the problem with DNA obviously is that you have to have DNA of the bad guy. And would they, if they had decent DNA, did they run it through CODIS? Probably. I think they said they did. Because they've talked about two potential DNAs, one in the house and one in a glove they found some distance from the house. I'm going to assume, because they haven't said anything about either one of those DNAs, that A, they have them, but B, they can't match them to anybody because that person is not in the databases readily available. Now, they also can take those two DNAs and start plugging them in to genetic genealogy. In other words, these genealogy sites where people sign up to run down relatives, etc. Uh, that could have potential in building family trees of those two DNAs. The real question is that even the bad guy? It could be the plumber that was in Nancy's house 6 months ago, something like that. And the other glove could be one of us walking our dogs. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah. We saw that there is a $1 million reward, and the FBI has said they've gotten more tips in since Savannah Guthrie actually announced that reward. How time consuming can it be, though, to go through all of these tips?
One thing about tips, in particular, where there's a big reward and it's a high profile case, is you're going to get a voluminous number of tips, of which a vast majority of them won't be worth anything. And so some of them you can just quickly eliminate because they may be people's opinions about what happened. But the ones that you were able to narrow down to a name, a location, a car, a place that Nancy might be, those kind of things, you can check them out. And sometimes people report information that they have, but they only know about 10% of what actually happened. And so you have to be careful not to discount that, because if you can take that 10% and add other pieces that you have, you may be able to come up with a car, with an address, with a name. It can be very painstaking, and nothing like on television where everything is exciting in law enforcement. Basically what solves cases is stuff just like this. That's almost like minutia, but you pull it together and you turn minutia into something real. And that's probably, short of getting the correct tip, is how this case will go together.
We heard this week that the FBI has moved some of their work that they're doing here to Phoenix. There's still work being done in Tucson, though. We are now almost a month into this case. I mean, realistically, what happens next if we don't get that needed tip here pretty quickly?
Well, the thing about cases, once they turn basically days into weeks and then unfortunately maybe to months, is that you still have people dedicated to work them, but there's not the profile to it anymore, because it's basically, as you get leads, you work them. You may develop new leads on your own based on people you talk to. It just really depends. But there'll be a core element, I assume, of agents and detectives that will continue to work the leads. Um, because the beginning of a case like this obviously requires a lot of manpower, technology, crime scene techs. It just goes on and on. Surveillance planes, maybe helicopters, but there becomes a point where you don't need all of that. And obviously there's other cases for them to work on. So dispersing after a period of time like this is fairly common, but the public should understand that doesn't mean that the case is not getting worked every day, because it is.
Yeah. I know that we've heard that they're going through video, they're doing all of these different things, looking at, what kind of backpack this person had and this chilling doorbell footage that we've seen. I mean, how long can it take, though, each day to work a case like this where you're just kind of chipping away at different things?
Well, it can take a long time, or it can take one lead that actually goes together. For example, if there's X number of backpacks that's been sold in the vicinity of Tucson, and you start running those down, then a lot of them you can probably eliminate because of age, gender, etc. And it's another example of, that's the kind of painstaking stuff that may give you the answer to this case, or at least lead you to the correct location. And it can take quite a while. And think about, if the person in the video at Nancy's front door, what if he paid cash for that backpack? There's not going to be any trail other than the surveillance cameras at the store. If it's been a long period of time, those may or may not still exist. It just really depends. So there's nothing detectives and agents can do about that other than follow up the best they can. But it is the type of leads, along with the everyday people saying the guy lives next door to me, whatever it might be, that they're going to follow up on. So uh, it, it, this case could be resolved later today, or it just is going to hang for a while. You know, you never want a case like this where a human being has been taken, but you can only do so much.
Yeah. As we move forward, I know there's so many people across the country that are watching this case. What is your message to them as they wait for updates or a break in the case?
Yeah. I, I just want people to understand that this is not television or the movies. And things that get resolved quickly, DNA that gets identified in 5 minutes isn't reality. And that cases typically, unless you get lucky at the beginning of a case, uh, can linger on. This one has that feel to it at this point, but you know, from somebody who's worked dozens of cold cases, you know, a month is, yes, a long time, but it's not that long.